Listen, I got wife material written all over me. I just keep picking dudes that can't fucking read.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, I want to show you why men nowadays are hesitant about relationships, the reasons they may not want to commit, and what women do that might make men not see them as wife material. Dating coaches are finding a lucrative business in addressing these issues. Before we dive in, we want to thank you for being here. Your support means a lot to us. If you enjoy what you see, we invite you to subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. We'd also love to hear about your experiences in the comments. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more people. Thank you for being part of our project. Let's get started.
I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
I know it's all you got to just be strong. And if you fight just to keep it together, I know you think that you are too far.
Blood work came back normal, hormone levels are normal, so we're gonna proceed
Hope is never
with
lost.
the process of
Hope is never
building
lost.
these things.
Hold on,
Double injection.
don't let go.
I actually have another injection.
Hey, hold on, don't let go.
Single women are the happiest. This is sad. It's very pitiful. These treatments are very expensive. Besides, they don't have a guarantee of getting pregnant, so they can end up losing the money. This is the current fate of many women. Do you believe this woman didn't find a man in her life who wanted to be with her, if she did? Because almost all women always had simps circling around wanting a relationship with her. But this woman is growing up with this female empowerment that keeps telling her you deserve a high-value man. You deserve a man who earns so much. The man who dates you has to invest. Don't date men with a minimum wage. All that nonsense that ends up resorting to this, or ends up alone with a cat. This is the tough part of The Wall. I'm not saying it as a mockery, but it's reality. Women come with a biological clock. If they let time pass, it runs out. That's why women shouldn't focus on a job or riding the carousel with Chad. They should rather bet on a man's potential to form a couple, because once they hit the wall, they realize that being single doesn't make them happy, that the wall doesn't forgive.
This is probably why I'm gonna be single forever. Not really by choice. It's not about being insecure. It's about staying the fuck in your lane. Because honestly, when it comes to the whole finding a wife thing, a lot of men want women to cook and clean. I'm just like not gonna fucking cook and clean. Cook! Like I've been eating canned fucking tuna for the past 15 years of my fucking life. I'm not cooking for myself. Why the fuck am I gonna cook for you? So I get why you would not want to choose a woman like me to be your wife. I don't really look like a wife either. I'm pretty. I get it. Thanks to mom and dad. Shout out to Big G. But like, I am not prim and proper. I'm not gonna be a trophy wife, okay? My hair, highlights. Yeah, that's the most type of upkeep that I do. I don't even shave my legs. I go months without shaving my legs. So I am a DJ, okay? Travel the world. I get paid to party. I'm around men. No one's gonna fucking take me seriously. No man that wants an ambitious woman, they lie. Women with ambition are women that can't be controlled. You have a voice. Your voice gives an opinion. Men don't like women to have opinions. So in conclusion, amongst a lot of other things, I just feel like I'm gonna be single forever. Not because of me not choosing men, but because men not choosing me. Because clearly, I just don't make the fucking cut.
Hell to the no, no. Hell no.
Congratulations, you've become the man you were looking for. It's just that these women aren't wife material. If you notice, they've already become a man in the relationship. What they want is a wife. They themselves admit they're not wife material. In short, this woman won't contribute anything to a man's life. She'll just be a demanding woman who will keep asking, demanding more every day. Because as they say, we men don't like a woman with her own opinion, of course. Because every man is thrilled to marry a bossy woman who doesn't even shave. Wonderful. It's just that everyday women seem more useless. It's easier to see a man cooking, doing household chores, than a woman, because every valuable man knows how to be a functioning adult, but they can't even do that. Marrying a woman like this is just a burden, where you'll work harder just to keep her happy, and when you come home married, not even a hot meal awaits you. Man, avoid chaos in your life.
Know that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it, if he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus.
It's just never enough with them. Before, a hard-working man with manners and education was enough to be a good prospect. Now, you must have a house, a car, a six-figure job, and to top it off, be 6 feet tall to deserve to date a woman in her 30s, who only offers her presence and comes with a high body count. Then they're surprised when they find themselves single at 40, saying, I have a great job, a nice house, money, why don't men choose me? They're not chosen because a man isn't interested in your money. He wants to know if you're a woman who will take care of him, who will be a team, who will serve him. Because, as I said, being a good man isn't enough. She doesn't want a team, she wants a wallet, a man who will provide for her, where she doesn't have to bring anything to the table. That's why no matter how much money she has, that woman is never happy. She's bitter, just watching her years pass by without finding a husband. The wall doesn't forgive. Woman, I recommend you get a cat.
Hello, happy Friday, coming at you live from my bathrobe. I have once again no on-camera meetings today, and I look crazy, but that is my right as someone who works from home. So I once again just wanted to put the TikTok feelers out. I'm working with a really amazing client in DC. He's 29, super career-oriented, and looking for women in their 20s who are similarly ambitious, really passionate about what they do, and really driven. I typically work with clients that are 30 plus, so it would be really amazing to expand my network of women in their early to mid 20s to late 20s who are really career oriented, driven, intelligent, passionate, looking for the same in a potential partner. If that's you and you hate the DC dating scene and you are looking for just more quality potential matches, please send me an email or sign up for the link in my bio because I might have a great match for you. And I'd also just love to keep you in mind for the future. That is all.
Dating coaches are making a fortune off the loneliness of women. This woman makes a living as a matchmaker, finding well-positioned men to pair them with women. It's not a bad idea, I must admit. But when you look at the description of an average man, I see a man who will surely get one or several dates, enjoy each woman he goes out with because it's like on Tinder. High-status men just enjoy all the women. They date as many as they can and none of them offer commitment. That's what a Chad represents, a man who brings nothing to the table except his seed. But just look at the comments on that video, from women saying, choose me, I'm very single, please pick me. It's because women love this man not for his values but for his wallet. They all want a winner, but they only want to meet him at the finish line. That's why I always say, focus on yourself because that will always pay off.
Don't do these things. 12 things that women do to destroy their marriage. Using harsh words. Having unrealistic expectations. Using sarcastic and critical language. Criticizing him in front of your family and friends. Withholding affection and physical intimacy. Disrespecting his opinions. Undermining his authority. But demanding he takes full responsibility. That's a good one. That's a good one. Never being happy. Demoralizing him and crushing his spirit. Picking the wrong man. focusing on work over the marriage, and cheating.
And end up hitting the wall because the wall doesn't forgive. This woman gives advice on how to be a more traditional wife, how to take care of your husband, but instead of receiving praise, she only receives hatred because in this matriarchal society, anything that benefits men is frowned upon. Of all the things she said, the most hurtful for men, in my opinion, are using harsh words and having unrealistic expectations. As I've said before, a woman may not hurt you physically, but her words can still sting years later. Many men nowadays fail to reach their full potential because of the women they choose. Many wives demoralize their husbands, insult them, verbally abuse them, or worse, complain about everything, making the man feel like no matter what he does, it will never be enough. That's why the phrase, behind every great man is a great woman, is a fallacy because there are more men destroyed by women than those who are uplifted. We've seen this since the beginning of history. Just ask Adam, who paid a higher price than a rib. That's why it's important to choose wisely. If she doesn't serve you, if she doesn't treat you as the best option she could have, get out of there because modern women today are not wife material. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why do you think more women end up alone at 40? What do you think of women not liking to date average men? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from The Wall.